I'm here at Willis Hobbies, where I'm going to learn about planes, trains, and automobiles. All that and a lot more on Business Buzz. So we're here at Willis Hobbies with Ken Ford, one of the owners.
Yes. And
also managers and workers extraordinaire. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having us.
I have to tell you, your establishment is fantastic. It's fabulous. I see that you have customers right here now. But I wanted to ask you a little bit about the history and the background behind Willis Hobbies.
Okay, Willis Hobbies has been in business since 1949. My family purchased the business in 1970. We've had 3 locations. This is our third location now. We have a 10,000 square foot location here. And it's been fun. I tell you, I just enjoy going to work every day. It's a fun place to be.
Now, it's actually really unique because you're one of the very few hobby shops that exists. Is that correct?
Yes. I mean, hobby shops were all over the place back in the 70s and the 80s, and it's changed. The landscape has changed a little bit of business, but we've survived. We have things we offer here a little different than most hobby shops. We have our birthday party room in the basement here that brings in new people.
Right.
And then we have a tremendously knowledgeable staff here. The staff knows the product. So they really help the customer know what they're getting into and how to help them along with their hobbies.
I mean, I have to tell you that I've seen everything from the smallest of the tiniest little, what do they call them?
Quad helicopters?
Quads, helicopters. Right. To large gasoline-run boats. You have everything, you know, in these containers that just amaze me. You have people also coming from all over the place.
Sure, we have customers coming from the tri-state area. We are the largest hobby shop in the area here, so we get a tremendous clientele from around the area.
And your family also works here, not just yourself.
No,
Who
my
else?
brother owns the business as well,
okay.
Steve, and my wife and my kids run the party room. So it's a real family affair here.
That's great. Well, if you can show us some of the things that you have, that would be wonderful.
Okay, well here we have, of course, a radio control boat you were looking at. This is a gas-powered boat. We have model tanks. These actually have an airsoft feature, so they fire an airsoft round. There's sound, lights, smoke comes out the back. Then we have radio control cars. This one is run by a chainsaw motor. So it's a pull start motor.
This is really serious stuff.
Does about 50 miles an hour.
And it's amazing. If you take a look, you have everything that any person, and by the way, it's not just for children, it's for adults as well.
We have more adults than we have kids. Sure.
Multi-generational, would you say that you
right.
know, you find a lot of times that you have either a parent and a child that come in here and find that they have an activity that they can do together?
Exactly. We have customers that have started out as kids and are now introducing their own kids to the hobby.
And do you support any local hobby clubs in the area?
Sure, we have a very good orientation with the Model Airplane Club up in Port Washington. They have a model runway up there, a miniature model airport that they fly in.
That's great, and that also actually is within the town of North Hempstead, so you should check it out, the North Hempstead Aerodrome, which is in Port Washington. So this is a drone.
This is the AR-350 drone from Blade.
From Blade?
From Blade,
okay.
Yes. And here you have a GoPro camera attached to it, so you can record your video as you're flying.
Now how high can something like that go?
We're limited to 400 feet by the FAA, so we're not allowed to go above that.
Okay.
This one has GPS ability, so it'll actually lock in on a position and stay right there, making it very, very easy to fly. You're really flying it.
Hi. Great.
Don't be nervous.
No, I'm a little nervous. It has 4 propellers that are going very fast.
Hey, but we have a skilled pilot over here, Justin. He knows exactly what he's doing.
That's great.
But outdoors, these fly by GPS. So they're very easy. They actually hold a steady hover. The GPS signal actually maintains a steady hover. So you can put the controller down and it'll still maintain a hover.
Do you sell a lot of these? These are relatively new within the last year or so.
It's the biggest, newest hobby. The largest growth of any hobby that we have are drones.
Oh, wow.
Very popular.
How many different kind of drones are there? Or do you know?
We have them all the way from little tiny ones like this for $39 all the way up to models that sell as much as $900.
So we're downstairs in the party room of Willis Hobby, and I'm here with Ken. Ken, can you just tell me a little bit about what you provide here for birthday parties, which I think is pretty unique compared to other types of hobby shops. Is that correct?
Right. We do a hobby birthday party, so kids experience model hobbies. We have a model train layout. It's an O-scale train layout. We have a circus train and a freight train running, as well as subway cars you'll see down lower coming around the bend here. There are controllers that you operate the trains there.
So the children actually can control the movement of the subway and the trains?
Not only control, they can blow the whistle, they can make station stops, they can announce station stops through, and they'll actually hear their voice coming right through the locomotive.
Wow. And then what is this?
This is a 1/24th scale slot car track. This is the largest size slot car. We have 8 lanes of racing here, and you'll see your scores right here on the scoreboard.
Incredible. And then I see flight simulator.
Flight simulators. This is a great place to learn how to fly radio control airplanes and helicopters. We have over 100 airplanes on each flight simulator. The best thing about the flight simulator is when you have a crash, you hit a little red button on the simulator and it rebuilds your plane, you're back in the air again. Spending about 10 minutes on a flight simulator will prepare you to go out and fly a radio control plane.
Now, how many children can you accommodate down here for a birthday party at any given time?
We go up to as many as 30. And our age group is from 4 to as much as 12.
Okay, so you don't do 40-something-year-old birthday
We've
parties?
actually had a few parties for a gentleman.
Did I say 40?
Way.
I
Yes.
meant 30.
Sure, we have.
Okay, great. Well, show me something. Let's have some fun.
Let's race a car.
Okay. All right, so we're here with the slot car track, and we're being joined by my colleague, Roy Smithheimer, and we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. Can you give me an idea of exactly how this works?
Okay, here we have a controller for each lane. You see we have 8 different lanes here, the black lane all the way through the red lane. So each controller is controlling a particular lane. The cars are color-coded to each lane. You pull the throttle to full. You want to go fast down the straightaways and ease around the turn. And the person that goes around the fastest is going to score a lap here.
Really?
So we'll see how we do.
So do we do like in a on your mark, get, set, go?
We can do a ready, set, go.
Okay.
Okay, you go ahead.
Say it.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Oh, why does mine stop over there? I want a different color. I'm switching.
I'll slow up a little bit.
Oh no, I got 2. Looks like my 2 cars are the only ones that are winning.
Okay, so here we have our radio control flight simulators. Each simulator here has over 100 airplanes to fly. Many different skill levels. Right now we're in the beginning level.
Is this like the absolute most beginner level that you would put maybe a 5-year-old on?
Yes,
Okay,
this is
good.
the easiest one. We're in the chase view where right now the camera will stay with the plane.
Good.
So you're looking at it from an angle behind the airplane.
Okay.
You'll have your throttle here, which controls your motor. This is your rudder, directs the nose of the plane right and left.
Okay.
This is your elevator. Just like a real plane, you pull back on the elevator to direct the plane up, push forward to go down, and then this will bank the plane right and left. So to do a takeoff, you'll just simply throttle up to full, and this stick here all the way up. Okay, then pull back on this stick a little bit, and you're in the air.
I'm in the
okay,
air.
There you go. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh, now you're upside down. That's great. Roll the airplane again. There you go. Now you're back upright. Pull back a little bit.
I can't.
Back. Pull back. Oh, you almost made it.
I lasted 3 seconds.
We can restart again. Hit the red button right here to rebuild the plane, and you're back in the air again.
I'm back.
There you go. So throttle back up again, all the way up to full. Okay, and then just pull back gently on that stick to be in the air. Return back to neutral again on that right stick, and there you are. Now you're in flying.
So I'm standing here with Stuart, who's going to explain to us how the remote controls work with the trains. How are you doing, Stuart?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Kim.
Well, so I see that you have a remote control in your hand.
This is the DCS remote, which can operate these trains. And the way it works is we select the train on the screen by using the green button, which has a whole scroll of various locomotives that are programmed in.
How many trains are actually on the track behind us?
Okay, running from this control, there are 2 trains. The freight train that's running over there, you know, with the 2 yellow diesels, and the steam train that's coming along on the track going the opposite way with the circus train.
Okay, and then I also noticed that you have a lower level, which are the subways?
Those are the subways, and they are run from controls on the sides of the layout using conventional voltage regulated controls.
Now, do the children actually have an opportunity to utilize these on their own, or do they
Yes, they do. The children get to operate the subway trains through the whole party with the controls on the layout. The birthday child, and you notice I say child, not boy, because girls have their birthday parties here too, operates one of the trains on the main layout with this remote. They can either run the circus train or the freight train. And by pressing the different buttons, you get different sounds, such as...
That's great.